Clemson coaches are good to go. Hey there, I'm Aaron Cheslock. The bar sits sky high for the Tigers offense this year. An arsenal of weapons with Deshaun Watson, 2 top-tier wideouts, and a stable of runners in the backfield. The guys calling the plays are well aware. Co-offensive coordinators Tony Elliott and Jeff Scott certainly worked well together in a bowl game against Oklahoma. They say they're ready to keep that ball rolling this season with plenty of those options on offense.
We have probably more talent overall as an entire group than maybe we've had in the past. We've obviously had some very talented players in the past, but I think looking at the collection of every position, we have a chance to be, one of the more talented groups.
Obviously, it's a new frontier. Preparing for the bowl game, obviously you have an extended amount of time to prepare for the bowl game, but now it's going to be a week in, week out, and so I'm anxious to see how that process is going to go. But I got tremendous support from Jeff Scott to the rest of the coaches on the staff. We got some great young coaches, so I'm excited to see all of us gel together.
In the Midlands, a lot of pressure on John Hoke coming in with his new 4-3 Tampa 2 defensive scheme. In theory, the Gamecocks' depth at linebacker should shine in the new alignment. One of the guys with high expectations is Sky Moore, who led the team in tackles last year, says he's ready to take the next step.
Trusting in John Hoke's scheme, Coach Hoke's new scheme that he's in place, and being able to run to the ball and be the first person to the ball, have that intensity. So intensity and trusting in the coach's scheme is probably going to be the biggest thing this year.
Moore's 93 tackles in 2014 were the most for a Gamecock since Jasper Brinkley in 2006. From football to football, where the U.S. enters the knockout round in the Gold Cup, a lot of offense so far for Team USA, led by none other than Paladins alum Clint Dempsey. Dempsey atop the Gold Cup in overall goals so far this year. Pick it up in the 4th minute, and he is at it again. Ball comes in, the header to the net, 1-0 USA. After a penalty kick in the second by Dempsey, he's going for the hat trick. Michael Bradley sets him up, and oh my, finds the back of the net again. Dempsey gets the hat trick. U.S. rolls over an injury-riddled Cuban team 6-0. They advance in the Gold Cup. Quick trip to the track. Denny Hamlin wins the Xfinity race at New Hampshire this afternoon. Spartanburg's Jeremy Clements finishing 19th. Clint Boyer on the pole for tomorrow's Sprint Cup race. To the diamond, the John Lester on the bump for Chicago at the Braves. Remember, he's hosting Clemson pitcher Clayton Schmidt this weekend as he battles cancer. Gets the strike him out, throw him out double play here. Then some run support. Anthony Rizzo and Starling Castro, each with RBI singles to right. Cubs rolling, and Lester would cruise from there. 7 Ks over 7 strong. The Braves fall 4-0. Taurus at the drive. Not the biggest rivalry at Fluor Field. How about a Taurus player against Cal Ripken Jr.? In a dance-off, we're all winners. Taurus starter Ryan Castellani throwing smoke to start. Keeps the drive scoreless through the first couple of frames. Then in the 3rd, Rafael Devers. A rocket to right, solo shot, ties it up. The Taurus take the game by 2 in extras, 64. Meanwhile, Cal Ripken loses the dance-off. Gets 2 points for the takedown. Utterly shameful. All right, to the golf course. Greenwood native Ben Martin always has his wife Kelly at golf tournaments, but not this week at the British Open. When helping her sister pick a wedding date, she looked at this weekend on the calendar and it said, Open Week. She thought that meant Ben was off. When asked, Martin said, no, Open Week means the Open Championship. Either way, it's a pretty good way to get out of a wedding. Rain and wind, the theme from St. Andrews again, 14th hole is what we're picking up. The wind costing Dustin Johnson. Oh, man, did it. The ball rolls away from him, eventually resulting in a bogey on a par 5. Eden Jordan Spieth had to run and make sure his ball doesn't get hit. Elements playing a huge factor early on. Pick it up at the 14th. Tiger Woods at +6, not getting any better. Birdie putt rolls way past the hole. Woods, a second round 75, finishes over 7. 18th hole, Johnson, long eagle putt. Coming up just short. He would tap in for birdie. However, Johnson shoots a second round 69, sits atop the leaderboard at 10 under.
This morning when we started, it was almost impossible, but managed to hang in there, and then managed to make some good pars, and then birdie the last hole. So it was a good way to finish the day.
So it's DJ up a stroke on the field. Jordan Spieth going for his 3rd straight major win, 5 back at 5 under. Phil Mickelson 8 back, and then there's Martin at even, making the cut, but still with work to do. Greenville's Bill Haas, Tiger Woods, both missing the cuts. The first time Woods has missed the cut in consecutive major championships in his career. 3rd round starting Sunday, the final round getting pushed to Monday. Serious golf to fun golf. Celebs galore at the American Century Championship. Larry the Cable Guy, line drive into the crowd. That is not getting her done. Having some fun with the reporter after. Getting Cable Guy-esque. 17th hole. Caddies racing to the green. Doesn't end well for them either. So we'll go to Carlton from Fresh Prince. Alfonso Ribeiro gets the birdie to drop. And what do we all want to see? Give it to him. And then we'll give it to you in slow-mo because it's just so good. Teddy, give it to him.
Yeah, that ready.
Yeah. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. How does that forecast look, by the way?
Well, we're turning up the heat. That's how it looks.